Hi gang, welcome back to Crazy Life Homestead. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Lots happening, the canning and all that good stuff. I'm waiting on my new suit to come in so I can go back and play with the bees. Garden is doing exceptionally well. Been harvesting like crazy. Here we go. Not doing too bad. That's about average size for what I've gotten. This is my first year doing it, growing the onions. But we have a lot more inside, various sizes. I let them stay in a little longer. You can see they were dying back, so not totally, but they were doing a good job of dying back. They were just taking their time doing it. So this is what we're doing today. The carrots are going to let them sit a little longer. I'm going to take the kale up. The Tabasco over here is doing really well. I do have one that I can pick today. Woo! Whew, that was hot. That took about 15 minutes. All right, we picked up all the onions and we took out the kale sitting over there. Kale came from over here. I can't get my hand in here. The kale is right here and the onions were right here. I took out the green beans. The 2 rows of green beans that were in there, those got taken out. Now, let's go do a quick garden tour and we'll go from there. So I was telling you about my Tabasco here. I saw a red one. There he is. Red one. They're finally getting red. The bottom one's coming in first. But as you can see, these plants are loaded. Absolutely loaded. Can't wait. The hot cayenne I have been harvesting. As you can see, I had to put a stick in there because it was leaning over one day. But they've been harvested. More Tabasco is coming in. The jalapeno plants. These 2 guys have given me a lot of peppers, and they still are giving me peppers. It's great. Absolutely fabulous. Lots of cowboy candy, I hope, this year. Let me take a step back here. I would say that's about 9 feet. This one's almost done. This one I have to examine, but he's almost done. He's about to seed. We'll check on him in a little while. This one is over because he's so heavy. It's more of a bulb than it is a pallet of seed. I don't know if you could see that on here, but his flowers are dying off, his petals. And that's pretty much the get-go that they're going to seed, which is great. Always great. I love sunflowers. Roasted sunflowers are wonderful. And we'll have a video on that. The sweet bell peppers. as you can see, have still a lot of life to them. They're nice and bushy. They're full of peppers. There's peppers everywhere. There's more blooms coming in. You got more blooms. Go away. Oh. I'm scared of a monarch butterfly. And you can see peppers are just all over the place, which is wonderful. These are kind of a replacement for the bell peppers, because that's pretty much what they taste like to me. So I'm still harvesting them. I'm still using them for my salads. Now the question is, what are we going to use this space for? We have lots of space again. I do have some basil plants that I've been plucking on. These are the ones that I put in just because I needed some basil. That was before I planted up the back end of this garden. I have my Romas growing here also, and they're getting heavy, so I'm going to have to get a better stick for them. Yes, they're getting heavy. We'll see what we can do about this guy. Again, another sunflower that was removed from its spot, and it grew here, and I'm letting it. I do have the lettuce strip that grew in. Nope, this is the butter crunch. And I found out that salads don't grow or taste very well in the summer. So we're not going to do that again. I'll probably do that in the fall. I'll try that again, put a strip down. We'll see. Another tomato plant. The tomato plants look wonderful this year. Because I've done a lot of grooming on them. This was the radishes that I'm actually letting go to seed. I'm letting them go to seed here. As you can see, the pods are here. So I'm letting them go to seed, and that's what's left over hanging out here, along with a couple of sunflower plants. Again, they were replanted for me by the animals. I have marigolds here too that have bloomed throughout the season. And as you can see down there, there's one down there that's bloomed. They have done a great job of keeping the critters, the bugs and stuff that I don't want here, out. So let's go talk about tomatoes. Tomatoes are really they've come to life in the last 3 to 4 weeks. Now again, I'm documenting this for myself, but I can always go back and find out what kind these are, because as you can see, my markers fell over and I can't see what they say. So I can always go back. And as you can see, we have them coming in. They're coming in. Yay! They're cute little guys, aren't they? Just so cute. Lots of flowerings going on. And some of these I've had to tie to the stake because, of course, their sunflowers were taken away. I have 2 rows of tomatoes, so we should have plenty. These are Romas. You can see the pear shape coming in. I don't know if I get a good shot of that. There you go. But they're coming in nicely. All of these coming in. There's more back here. Stepping on something. I don't know what it is. More aromas here. I think these are beefsteaks is what these are. But they're all doing well. So here's one I got to tie off. Needs to be done again. So I'll go to the barn and get some more twine. But I tied it off to the sunflower here with the blue twine. And I've got A couple of suckers there that can probably come off. I might just let them stay though. It's so late in the season at this point. Another one I've tied off to a stake. And as you can see, the sunflower finally came up. Lots of sunflowers this year at least. This one was tied to an arrow. I have an arrow in here. Here he is. Sunflowers, stakes. There's one tied to a sunflower right there. And the sunflower will grow up, and as it grows up, I'll take the leaves off, as I've done with these right here. Right here. More sunflowers. Tied off to the sunflower. And a stake. Okay, so basically in a nutshell, what's going on here is that the tomatoes are tied to the sunflowers, which is cool. Let's go check out this. These are the row of peppers that I put in. They're finally doing something. We got some peppers down there. They're flowering. And we're getting some peppers. As for these guys over here, when I see flowers, I see little peppers. This is the first time I've seen peppers. I'm seeing little peppers. Yeah, there's a pepper. Happy, happy. And these are supposed to be the bell, the rainbow bell. And as you can see, my little sticker thing came up. But the good news is that we have some herbs growing back here too, which was a surprise. This is sage. Very happy about that. We have some dill. I believe this is the chamomile. Pretty sure that is. Could be oregano. Okay, so there's a contest between that one. Nothing? Between those two? Nothing. And then we have basil. I have been harvesting on this basil for some time now. So they're growing up pretty thick. Looks really nice, doesn't it? And the cilantro's coming up very nice too. So we take a walk over to the corn patch, and I found out that unfortunately my husband had mowed over the second row of corn that I had put in. Nice sunflower. He's about 5 foot, no, yeah, he's about 5'6". I'm 5'3". We have a couple of more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more sunflowers, and they're doing great. But for the corn, it's tousled. It's not tall. I'm just at 5 foot. That's what it is. I mean, I am getting some ears in. That's an ear right there. Right here is an ear. So it's got ears. Let's pray the raccoon don't get it. Pray, pray, pray. Somebody say a prayer for me. But as you can see, I have a couple of them, but I don't have a lot. So he pretty much mowed all the way through my path. Right here. It was right on the edge here. There's a couple of them still there. 1, 2, 3 are still there. But he pretty much mowed them down. Don't know if they're going to come back. I doubt it. Here's 1, 2. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. But these do have ears on them. Don't tell the raccoons. Hopefully, we'll get some corn this year. Looks like somebody got this one already. Not sure. Nope, they're still good. Still viable. I have to make this part fast because we do have some rain on the way. It has been raining. So, I think the last time you saw this patch was when I had just cleaned it up. It's still clean. It's sweet mint, not peppermint, it's just sweet mint. And that's the cilantro that I'm letting go to seed. Belly, you want to say hi? Say hi. Bug, you want to say hi? Say hi, Miss Bug. Miss Bug. And then on this side, again, the cilantro did very well. I'm letting it go to seed. The cilantro back in the back I've been harvesting off of, so it's good. And then we have oregano, which is doing quite well. I might harvest a little bit, tomorrow. The chamomile I've been harvesting. And the dill. Look at that. Isn't that exciting? I do want to take you in the back one more time. Show you what's going on back there. We're going to have to do something about this dill pretty soon. It's so fragrant. Really is. But we're going to have to dry it out. Like I said, it just rained, so it's probably hanging over because of that. Okay, everybody, find the ladybug. There she is. There she is. We're in the back field. That sky up there, isn't that pretty? And if I'm looking, the house is behind us. But there's a gate over there. That's the left field. Go over that hump between those two trees right there, and there's a field. Sorry about the tall grass. There's another one in that corner over there. So, where I'm standing is right at the old barn. And at this old barn, we have elderberry. And it's just starting to change over. So we have some harvesting to do. Well, a little bit of harvesting, not a lot. But it's the start of it. Before the birds get it. But this whole thing in here is all elderberry. That's elderberry right there. I don't know what this one is. So this whole thing in here is elderberry. And this whole thing back here is elderberry. And this is being taken over by something, this tree. Some kind of vine. Again, all of this in here is elderberry. So if I can get there before the birds do, we're good. More of this stuff needs to be cut back, so it needs. And then there's more elderberry. There's a whole wall of it over here. It's wonderful. Free elderberry. It's been growing here for years. love it. Like I said, free elderberry. All that. Now what I'm thinking is this right here. There's a whole vine of that right here too. I need to figure out what that one is, I forget. Here comes the smoky dog. I believe this is the goldenrod coming out early. Well, actually, it's right on time, actually. By the time it blooms, it'll be September. That would be this light green stuff here. This will all turn yellow, all these flowerings. And the bees will love that. They love goldenrod. This is also all over the farm. Keep you updated on that one. So as you can see, we're still walking around the back. This is the path we take. We mow this path right here around this old barn. And we take the dogs for their walk. About a half mile. Always running into stuff. But it's just a nice walk. Yeah, some of it still needs to get trimmed, but we like to keep it wild. Let's see if we have any deer out here. I don't see any yet, but there might be across the field there. Let's see what we got. No deer tonight. No deer tonight, sorry. Usually there's one or two out, but we just had a rain, so they're probably just still bedding down. All right, let's switch you around, and I'm going to send you right over there towards the bees. The bees are over there. See them up there? Let's go see the bees. So as far as the bees are concerned, I have not been back here since I discovered my veil on the bee suit / has multiple holes in it, not just one or two. Has multiple. So I have not been back here to see the bees. I have been back here, but not to open boxes up or anything like that. They look good. We do have to take 2 frames out of this top box here. I'm going to take 3 frames out, 1 to remove totally so I can move the other 2 and put them in proper position, and then put the 3rd one back in. And then the following time we go back in, we'll probably be harvesting some honey. We still have honey to harvest from 3, 4, and 5. We can always check 7 to see how they're doing with those replacement frames. That's the plan. We could do that over, a 2-week period. And like I said, the bees look quite healthy. With the comings and goings, they're not going after me, and I'm probably about 15 feet from them. Not bad. Now that I'm on this walk around with the dogs, I'm remembering there's one major thing I never did this year that I have done for the last couple of years, and that's pick the blackberries, the wild blackberries. I never did that this year. I guess I got too busy. I still have some from last year, and they're in the freezer, so I can make blackberry jam. I can buy it anytime I want. It's pretty good. People grow it a lot around here. The thornless kind, so they're bigger berries. But I never picked them this year. I normally do. I guess because it's been so hot. It really has been hot. Today is Right now it's beautiful. It's probably about 75 degrees. It's humid because it's been raining, but it's been nice. It's nice out right now. Walk dogs. Anybody out yet? I don't see anybody. Normally they'd be across the field here. Well, coming out, you'll see a mama and two babies, or a mom and a yearling and a baby, and they'll just come popping right out of the trees, you know. But I don't see anybody, so I will point them out when I see them. We do have one that's over by the pond. She comes out every night. And go see if she's out. It don't look like it's gonna rain. See if I can get you. That's right behind me, this cloud. That's what I was showing you before. It was over here, up by the house, but it's no longer. Been moving off, so we're good. Let's keep going. You got the old man in the front. Marking his territory. And like I said, we mowed this path literally around so we can walk the dogs, give them a really good walk. See this little sapling right here? This sapling you can dig up around it and get next year's blackberries. And that's neat. And just start placing them where you want them instead of having to go out into the woods and get them. Come on, Mommy, hurry up. You're holding up the bus. Is that what you're saying? You're holding up the bus? There are the girls. Here we are back at the garden. There's a tour for you. Now there's more elderberry back here. Let's go see what that stage that is in. And one of these bush trees grew back, so we have to cut that back. There you go. There's your elderberry. This is still mighty green. I don't see any purple on it yet. But this is another massive elderberry area. And it goes up 9 feet. Way up there. Taller than me. Gonna need the ladder for that. It's taller than the greenhouse. That's about 6 feet. Well, I think I'm going to leave you here. I think that's a good enough garden tour for now. You guys have a great night. It's about 7 o'clock at night. We're waiting for another storm to come in. It's rolling in. There are the geese. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going to see their mama, who can't fly. Hit that subscribe button. Smash it. Hit the like button. Always appreciated. Bell notification for all. And if you would, please share. Love when you guys share. Share, share, share. Appreciate you guys. See you on the next garden tour. Hopefully I'll get my suit in the next week or so and we'll go bee hunting. Go check out those hives, see what they're doing. See you soon.